You wake up from a very long sleep and deep one. You are exhausted from having to do all this work. Yesterday, your boss asked you to stay quite a few hours after work. You intentionally refused, but he offered you a generous sum of money, one that you could not refuse. It was hard work, but the extra money will come in handy. You had any medical appointments you'll have to pay for. After having breakfast, you decide to go online and play some Counter Strike. You feel extremely tired. You open your computer and notice a new file on your computer entitled infernus.avi. You wondered on how you got on your computer. It's a 5-minute long video. Curious, you decide to open it. After scanning it with your antivirus, the first part of the video shows a young man who seems to be in his 20s, attached to a dark room, what seems to be a dental chair. Near him is a small trash can. Nothing interesting happens during the first 2 minutes. On the 2:22 mark, a tall but thin man walks into the room, bringing him what seems to be a dental drill. You hear the two people talking to each other, although you can't figure out exactly what they're saying. However, what you saw next will be forever marked in you. The camera is moved and is now in front of the man sitting on the chair. You notice that the man in the chair looks very familiar to you. In fact, he has the exact face. The tall man forces the young man's mouth open. You could clearly see the interior of his mouth. The tall man takes his dental drill and proceeds to pierce through the man's teeth. Blood and enamel leaves the man's mouth. Then the tall man then cuts straight out through the sufferer's eyes. Disgusted by the sight, you immediately turn off the video of your computer, and you were very shocked by the gruesome in the video that you just watched. You go to your bathroom and vomit. However, you clean yourself as quickly as you can. Notice that you're late for your dental appointment. And that, my little pretties, was Dental Appointment, a creepypasta. My final thoughts in the story. Now I do remember this story from Gory Parodies as well as Creepy Elliot. Even though this was actually a short story, I definitely remember Seabass, narrated this, so I thought, I would go ahead and, read this one. Now, I definitely have to say the protagonist of this story watches a very disturbing dentist video. I mean, holy hell. I mean, it was disturbing, especially with the whole concept of the story, especially with the fact that, it's a disturbing dentist story. But I definitely would have to say this story honestly gives me the chills whenever I think about it. Now, take it to be honest, I haven't narrated this story, not even when I first heard of this. So I decided to listen to Gory Parody's narration of it, and I thought, maybe I can go ahead and, do this. It looks pretty good for what this story is, especially with the whole concept, the whole of its own self. It's just really well made in detail with the whole story. Now, I do really appreciate, even though it's a short story, I still find this to be a pretty good one. Now, I know Dave the Useless has narrated a story similar to this called, what was it? I'm trying to think. What was it? Oh yeah, the dentist appointment. It's quite similar to this one, but it's a little different if you were to be honest. But that's just here or there to be fair, but if I'm going to be honest, I honestly didn't find this story to be, bad. I actually found this to be quite a good story, especially with the whole concept of its own self. So I definitely would have to say I do really think that this story actually did a pretty good job. That's just my opinion about this story. I mean, everybody else's opinions might be changing, which, I mean, it's completely fine if it's the case. But yeah, I guess with that being the case and with that being said, I'm going to sit here and say right now, this is just simply my own personal opinion. I mean, I don't know who the original author of this story is, so I mean, if the author finds the story and manages to let me know that they wrote this story, I'll be sure to give the author proper credit. But, anyways, like I said, this is just simply my own personal opinion. And if you happen to disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these creepypastas. And this is simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of this story is a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's pretty interesting, but the video of it in question, I mean, I forgot to mention before. I mean, how the video got to that computer is definitely a question that really boggles me. Like, was it like there earlier or something? I mean, if we get a bit of an explanation about that, then that would actually make more sense. But yet again, I mean, it's an older story, so I'm willing to give it benefit of the doubt. Now, anyways, with that being the case, and with that being said, what did you guys think about this creepypasta? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this story a lot better? Feel free to leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. And if you're brand new here to this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell when I upload so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, please roll the outro because I'm out.